Hi, I'm Dani. I'm one of the librarians at Siouxland Libraries, and today I'm going to show you how to make butter at home using a stand mixer, just like this one. Okay, so here we have my mixer. I've got the whisk attachment right here, and you want a heavy whipping cream. And the beauty about making butter at home is not only do you get butter at the end, but you also get buttermilk. So we'll start by pouring it in there. And then the second most important thing I've learned in making butter is that once you've got it all set up on your mixer is to wrap your mixer in some kind of plastic wrap, because if you don't, things will get really messy, especially once the fat starts separating from the more liquid part of the milk. There just tends to be a lot of splatter. So once you've got that set up, you can put some saran wrap on it just to make sure that you're keeping it kind of clean, because we do not want buttermilk all over our kitchen. And it's still pretty easy to kind of reach in here and change my settings. So I've got this locked, and I've got the saran wrap on. I'm gonna add another piece right up here, and then I'm gonna start at a pretty low speed. And I'll add one more piece right here. So this part's gonna take about 10 to 15 minutes just to get it up to stiff peaks, kind of as though you're making whipped cream. However, we're gonna go a little bit further than we would with whipped cream, past the peaks to when the fat starts accumulating at the base of the whisk. And here we're starting to see it very fluffy, like a very, very rich whipped cream. Even looking a little yellow. We'll look back in a minute or two. Okay, so here you can kind of see that we've almost reached like a scrambled egg-like consistency. We'll zoom in a little bit. And it's gotten really wet. So that's what we're looking for. We're gonna keep going, and in a minute when it's a little more solidified, we'll be good to go. Okay, and you can see it sloshing around quite a bit. So we are almost there. And I'm gonna say that's good. Okay, so take this off. We'll put that aside. If you look in there, you can see that the butter has all solidified down there, and then all that is the buttermilk. So what we are going to do next is we are going to strain the butter from the buttermilk. So get a little bit closer here so you can see. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna unlock this. And look at all that beautiful butter. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get it off of my whisk and back into the buttermilk for a sec, and then we'll strain it through this colander right here. So the buttermilk, if you're like me and you don't really like it, you can always just kind of toss it. But if you are being a little more green and you like pancakes or buttermilk biscuits, like there are lots of different things you could do with it. I would just recommend, if you're going to do that, I would strain it before you, here, we'll get in here, there we go. I would go ahead and strain it before you serve it. And we'll just set this right back here. Okay, so now we're gonna unlock this, and you can see all of our beautiful milk and butter, and we're just gonna put it in a colander right here. So we'll move that out of the way a little bit. There we go. Okay, So we'll just put it right in here. And that will remove the liquids from the solids. So all of that lumpy, yellowy goodness is our butter. Doesn't it look beautiful? It looks kind of like scrambled eggs in this lighting. Now the next step is we are going to be taking this butter over to the sink and rinsing it off because we need it nice and clean. We need the milk out of it. If the milk, if any milk gets left in it in kind of a more liquidy form, then your butter is going to go bad really, really fast. So we'll take it over the sink and rinse it off. Okay, so you have some butter lighting over here. Here is that beautiful buttermilk. It looks a little bit thinner than normal milk. I'm just gonna set it in the refrigerator in a minute. But here is our beautiful butter. So we'll zoom in a little bit so you can see that. So right now I've got it in a bowl and you can kind of see there's a little bit of buttermilk coming off of it. So I'm gonna take it with my hands and kind of press it so that it becomes like one buttery mass. As best I can one-handed, and form it into a bit of a ball. And you can see as I'm squeezing it, like you can see milk like coming off of it. So we're just gonna squeeze it a little bit more. It's really, like I said, it's really, really important you get as much milk as you can out of it because any milk that is left in it will cause the butter to go bad faster. You want it to be kind of more dry, more fat than liquid, that's for sure. So now we're gonna turn water on to as cold as you possibly can, and we're gonna start rinsing our butter. We're gonna just kind of keep mushing it. Your hands are going to get very, very buttery. You can tell mine are already super greasy, but that's okay. So you dump the water out and then keep rinsing. And your goal is for that water to start getting more and more clear. So once you've got quite a bit of clarity in your water, your butter is pretty much good to go. So empty that one out. I'm going to do another round. And I think just one more time, and I think we will be good. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Okay. And there's our ball of butter. So next we are going to take it over and form it a little bit more. Here is our beautiful ball of butter. I am going to go ahead and dry it off a little bit because you can see a little bit of water on it. So you can just use a paper towel. If you've got cheesecloth, that's also great for it. Cheesecloth is also a really good way of, if you're rinsing it and getting that milk out, you can also use that. But there's our beautiful little butter. So it's pretty warm right now, which means it's really, really malleable. Now is a good time if you want to go ahead and introduce some salt, some spices, or some honey if you want for more honey butter sort of situation. I generally add some salt. One thing I would note with this is unlike butter you would buy at the store, this is not something I would bake with because you don't know how much, like what the salt consistency exactly is. You can say, oh, I put this much salt in it, but it's not going to be as consistent. So I'm just going to put a little bit of my kosher salt in there and that over there, and then just kind of knead it into the butter. It's almost like playing with like a Play-Doh or something like that. It's very malleable and messy, but also super duper greasy, which is fun. I really wish I had, like, my grandmother used to have those cool, like, butter presses where you could put your butter and, like, put a pretty, like, rose pattern in it or something like that. But unfortunately, I don't have anything like that here. So, all right. I think that's pretty needed. So now you can form it and wrap it. So I like to do mine just kind of in a little, like, log shape, and it's a little warm right now, so it might not play very nicely with me. But almost like the kind you'd see at the grocery store, just a little less neat. This is a really fun activity, especially if you're, like, having people over for dinner, which I know is not necessarily very realistic right now, or if you are home with the kids and you just want to learn a new skill. I really like doing this when I have people over, maybe make an infused butter for, like, a brunch or something like that. It's just a lot of fun. But there's our butter. It's not the prettiest, but it's butter and it's going to be delicious. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up. And tuck it in the fridge. For a little fun, I thought I might try some of my butter on some sourdough. I did not, unfortunately, make the sourdough. I don't have those skills, but I bought it at Aldi and it's delicious. So look at that, just like butter.